This actually debuted on hsn.com, and do you know there were hundreds of them spoken for without any airtime, and you're getting it for $126.99. That's our feature price. This is the only airing of the weekend. They gave it only to me because they do not expect it to last beyond this show. And then of course you're getting that 5-pay flex pay and that free shipping. So when you look at this video, I'll just take you on a real quick tour, and then you're gonna meet Megan in just a few moments. This is true HEPA filtration. Now, you see that light? That's Santa Claus. Now here's the 4-in-1 that we were talking about, whether it's odors, burnt popcorn in the microwave, but it has a UVC light. Okay, I have seen other places and networks sell just those UVC lights for the price of admission. Now, you can choose your timer or the fan speed. There's an ionizer built into this, which incidentally, if you've not heard about air purification, it's kind of like that fresh after the rainstorm, thunderstorm sensation to it. And then I gotta go right to that smart technology again. When I said this is the only filter in history I have ever sold in the over 25 years that I've been here, that like Santa Claus knows whether your air is naughty or nice. It actually, so you know what, I'm gonna hit the fog button. Is that okay, guys? So, whoopsie, do I have to hold it down? See, I need a user manual for hosts. That's what I need. But I'll get this going, and I just need for you to know what we have is what we have. The beautiful gray or the white, so you can see that light change saying, uh-oh, that's naughty air, that's naughty air, that's naughty air. So we just released that fog button, and of course that simulates smoke and other things you don't want to be breathing, of course, and you're going to see that transform as it runs. Very quiet and silent running. I got to bring her out here. Not only is she gorgeous, our multitasking mom and engineer, by the way. Megan is here with us, and Megan, we love you, but boy, oh boy, there's certainly never been a time in history where we know we're spending more time at home. The air in our home is probably dirtier than the air in the great outdoors. And that's why we are so proud to have you and this brand here at HSN. Take everybody on a tour of what makes this so different, because I think everybody understands the reality. We need an air purifier, but you guys are moving everybody up in terms of the experience, aren't you?
Exactly. So this really stands apart from all the air purifiers that are out there right now, because yes, it's true HEPA, and we always preach that true HEPA is the best, that's the gold standard. But when we look at our air, even if it doesn't smell bad and we can't see anything, we technically still don't know what the quality is. So for example, when you were looking at that box, it was all fogged up. It ended up going to red. But then all of a sudden it was clear and it was still on red, and you're thinking, well, is it not working? That doesn't make sense. Well, it actually does make sense, because it knows the air that is coming in and how dirty it is. So as it's pulling in all that poor quality air, it tells the computer, hey, this is still not good. Let the person know that it's red. Once it's finally fair air, that it's decent air, then it has to notify itself and say, hey, this looks good, change to yellow. Then it's taking in all that fair air, and once that fair air is finally clean, purified air, that's when it's going to go to blue. So that example takes about 2 minutes, and if you think about this unit, it's good for a 190 square foot room. That is a medium to large size room, about a 13 by 14 size foot room. So knowing that, for this, it's going to take about 14 minutes to clear all the air out. There's no way that we can go from red to blue instantaneously. That is a lot of air that has to be processed, and it does so very quickly. And the things that it's pulling out of the air, it's the human hair, it's the allergens like the pollen, the dust, the pet dander. It's those really small particles like smoke or even mold and bacteria that are getting pulled out of the air and trapped. So this actually knows more than we do. It is the Santa Claus. Santa Claus knows when you're naughty or nice. This knows your air better than you do. I liken it to our iRobot Roomba. think about the Roomba. It alerts you when a spot on the floor is dirtier than the rest of the floor and it stays there longer. That's what this does for you. It alerts you when your air is dirtier than it usually is and automatically goes to a setting to go on high. And then it's going to do it in a timely fashion to get all that dirty air out of your room and get you back to that good air quality. And it's going to do that through a 4-in-1, not 2-in-1 that we're always preaching, a 4-in-1 system. The activated carbon filter, the true HEPA filtration. We've added the UVC light, which can kill 98.3% of bacteria once that light is on it for 2 minutes. And then we've gone an extra mile to add the Ionizer. So you have all these different abilities. It's EPA certified. And yes, it still gets the Pure Enrichment 5-year warranty, which is industry leading. So to say like this is better than the rest, in my opinion, it is so far above the rest because it offers you so much more and it's able to alert you to things that you're doing. And I'm going to tell you a story in a second, things that you may be doing that could actually be hurting your air.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. This is an HSN exclusive configuration. The price is outstanding. I think we all, certainly this time in history, more so than most, we understand we need to be cleaning our air. We just do. You choose it in the white, you choose it in the gray. Now, it's a 4-in-1, but there is also that UVC technology built in. Now I think, and I will tell you this, there were almost 1,000 people who pre-ordered this without any airtime because we're all searching the world for air purifiers, but this is moving you a level up. Now, if you want additional filters, now what's really cool, if you saw that little also available, it's everything. It's the light, it's the carbon filter, it's the filter. Okay, Megan, ×2, by the way, on each of those. So Megan, this is how much I love you. And okay, by the way, here's the full item number.
So sorry, you have to touch that.
I know, that's how much I love you that I'm touching this. But as I do that, Megan, and I'm gonna read directly from my cards. I think that's why I love you so much is you're an engineer by trade and by nature and you know, education. And I'm kind of a science nerd. So you see how dirty that filter is. Remember, I've seen other networks and places selling UVC lights. So I'm reading directly from my legal cards. This adds a deeper level of air purification, but listen to this. The UVC light, by the way, that's the higher level, the next level up of lights, shown to kill 98.3% of E. coli that is trapped on that filter when exposed to that UV light. So, you know, Megan, I keep going back to not only the fact that it's Santa Claus, it's got a big brain, it knows when the air that you're breathing is not what you want to be breathing, but air filters sometimes get a bad name in terms of, okay, so it's taking the stuff out, like the Godfather, I thought I was out. They pulled me back in. So they're right? But there's stuff that lives on that filter. And it's, so my brain always thinks, well, yeah, it's on my filter, but it's still kind of there. That UVC kills 98.6. So Megan, I'm gonna, toss the baton back to you because again, I love your brilliance and everything that you know. And when I keep saying, yeah, there are air purifiers out there, there are UVC lights out there, there are ionizers out there, I have never, ever, ever sold an air purifier, let alone for this price, with all these features under one banner. So kudos to you and the team.
And it has a sleep mode. So we have like everything on there. And again, I just took off the back, so I had to turn it off, but we have that smart indicator. Like, you just can't get all of this in one, and you definitely can't get in the price. Now, you were just showing the true HEPA filtration system. Oh, there's the beautiful light at nighttime. What I really like about the sleep mode is the fact that you can turn that off. So if the blue light is visually distracting for you, you can very easily, by pushing 2 of the buttons at the same time, you can turn that off. But for me, I love it as a night light because it just perfectly illuminates the floor. You can see how easy Pure Enrichment made it for you to understand what's happening on here. They made it really easy to read. You're going to have the power logo in the middle to turn it on. Then next to that, you're going to have your different cleaning levels of low, medium, and high. Next to that is the Ionizer. If you want to put it in sleep mode, all you have to do is push those 2 buttons at the same time. And it has a line connecting them, so you never forget, oh, which ones do I need to push? Makes it really easy. You see that line almost looks like a half a rectangle. Now on the opposite side, you're gonna have your timer, 2, 4, 8 hours. We're talking about efficiency. We're talking about the ability to elongate our filters. Next to that is the UVC light, which just blows me away because it does have that bacteria killing ability. And it also, the UVC light does not produce ozone, which people worry about. It's 254 nano length. So that is the ultimate length to not produce ozone, but actually, if you have ozone in your area, which is bad for your lungs and your plants, it actually destroys it, which is awesome. And then when you push those at the same time, it's actually going to reset the filter because it's going to tell you when you need to redo the filter. It's not going to leave it up to you. Now, you showed your filter. This is my personal unit that I use in my home because I'm in my home right now. It just went off this week. And instead of cleaning it, I decided to show you all. This is what I would have been breathing. This is what my children would have been breathing. When my dad was in town, this is what he would have been breathing. But instead, my carbon filter picked it up. It picked up VOCs. It picks up smoke and allergens and everything you can think of, microorganisms, the mold spores, the bacteria. The true HEPA is going to get everything that is really small, down to 0.3 microns. So we're talking about bacteria, which is 1 micron. Things that are so much smaller than that. So what I love about True HEPA is the fact that there are things that we can see that we know are getting picked up, and we can even vacuum them off of our carbon filters to help elongate the filter. But there's so many things that are getting picked up that we can't see. And I was telling you, I was going to tell you a story really quick. About 2 months ago, when it started getting cold in Florida, I took out my humidifier, and I'm very proud of the fact that this blue light is always on. When I started using my humidifier, my blue light turned yellow, and I could not figure out for the life of me why we would have fair air quality in our home. The humidifier is the only thing I changed. Fast forward, and I realized that the water that I was using in my bathroom was unfiltered. So when it vaporized in my humidifier, I wasn't just getting water vapor that helped me sleep better. I was getting pollutants and chemicals and whatever was in my water system. As soon as I started using the water from my drinking filter downstairs, it was blue again. So this is alerting me literally to things that are so insignificant that I would not even think about using the water in my bathroom versus using the water downstairs. If I didn't change that, I would be breathing in those pollutants the whole night that I was sleeping. But because of that light right there, when it turned yellow in my bathroom, it alerted me that something was different. And I needed to figure out what it was. And because I knew that I could make the change, I now have blue, good quality in my air every single night, even with my humidifier, which is directed at my face and at my children's face. So this is literally telling you what you need to know when you have no idea what's going on. So you're getting the 4-in-1. I know we're almost out of time, but you're getting the True HEPA, you're getting the activated carbon filter, you're getting the UVC light, you're getting the ionizer, and more importantly, that red light in the next minute or so is going to turn blue because you are getting the smart quality indicator, and you're getting it at a ridiculous price that you're not going to find anywhere else because we make sure that when we're on HSN gets the best price every time.
Well, they do indeed. I certainly in 25 years have never sold a more complete, I'll leave it at that, a more complete air purification system. Doggone it, that feature price, as long as supplies last, almost 1,000 sold offline before we even got it on the air. Only airing of the weekend, the gray or the white. Well, you just saw that. You know, blue means good. Well, Megan, I love you. I know you've got other things coming up this weekend, though, so you've got some more surprises up your sleeve, don't you?
I do. We might have a smart deal tomorrow with Pure Enrichment, 7 a.m., and it's going to be in that beautiful graphite color. So people are going to want to stay tuned. Best price ever.
Absolutely. Megan, always nice to have you here. Continue to be safe, my friend. Thank you. All right. Well, we were just talking about cleaning the